Good evening and welcome back to Prime of Midlife. It is Thursday evening, and this evening we are talking retail costs. And the reason we're talking retail costs is the the increase in retail crime, which is seemingly, according to the media reports today, going through the roof, which you can understand. Certainly in the bigger cities, there's just not the police force. Police numbers have been cut. Also, it seems, in my opinion, it seems that if you have people coming in to steal from the shop, they're coming in with weapons, and they don't seem to have much compunction about using them. Whereas before, if you were someone behind a till and you were a bit older and it was teenagers coming in or whatever, um, you could sometimes shout at them and they'd be like, oh no, we're going to get caught, and they'd run away. They don't now, they'd stab you as quick as look at you in a lot of cases. Um, and that's one section of the retail crime because, as I say, there's no threat for them. I mean, I keep coming back to this Hammersmith Bridge. The police go out to a call at one side of Hammersmith Bridge, they can't follow the criminals over the other side, and they know it, and they jump on electric scooters or push bikes, and they go across Hammersmith Bridge, knowing the police can't follow them. All your low traffic neighbourhoods with your planters and your bollards and your cycle lanes, trust me, the youngsters that are committing these crimes, they know exactly how to get away from the police with this. And that is, the report has said that retail crime has gone up by such a huge percentage over the last couple of years. But there's also the other side to think of. And the other side is those who have suffered with the cost of living crisis. Now, it's not that it's been a constant thing, but you remember the reports of the baby milk being locked up. And there was a few reports from staff going, if someone's stealing baby milk, I'm not even going to look at them because if they're that desperate. And nowadays there are a lot of people who are that desperate. And that's why I keep coming back to thank you so much for watching the adverts. Since the channel's been monetized, thank you for that. Thank you for taking the time to allow us to be able to donate. Because we donate to the food banks, we donate to food charities, we donate to places where are helping with the cost of living. Because there's a lot of people who find it very difficult to get that help. I know the local town here only put the food bank only started up, I think maybe last year or 2 years ago. It wasn't even going through COVID. Our local town had no food bank. And although there's a lot of it is a prosperous area, there's a lot of it is not. It's a rural area, there's farm labourers, there's hotel staff, there's retail staff who were not making a lot of money, who in some cases were not making any money, and we had nothing. So I'm quite sure that the shoplifting in our local shops went up quite considerably then. And it seems to be, I don't know, I think it's quite a shame that it's just the shoplifting is going up hugely. And yes, it is. And yes, there's a lot of it where they're just coming in team handed, ransacking the shelves, threatening people, etc., etc. But there's part of that figure is people who are really struggling and they're stealing to stop themselves from starving, or they're stealing to put food in the kids' bellies. So be careful how you read the figures, because percentages, statistics, they can be twisted any way you want them. I know that I saw the picture, was it the Daily Mail or something, a couple of days ago, with the wildfires in Rhodes. And they're like, only 47 hotels are affected by this. Only 47. And then you've got the other headline that's like 47 hotels affected by this. Depends on how you read it, depends on how you see it. And a lot of the times, I think in the back of our head, we should have the thought going, let me fix that headline for you. So now I'm going to go and sit with Patrick and we're going to go binge watch some TV. So I hope you have a good evening and I'll catch you later.